What it do? What it do? You know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Most definitely hit that bell icon. That's the notification bell that alerts you all content that I drop to my YouTube channel that will hit your devices. Also, make sure you hit the thumbs up, the AKA the like button. YouTube appreciate that. S.L.R Media TV will appreciate that. Also, hit the subscribe button. All three helps my channel grow, get more viewers, more subscribers, push it further to the YouTube algorithm. So all the support helps. Also, make sure you go to my second YouTube channel and show some love. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment over there. S.L.R Sports News TV, great content over there. Just dropped the Canelo and Belanga fight, went live commentary on that. So go over there, check it out. Great content over there. Make sure you like, subscribe, share over there. Make sure you comment. Also, like I said, everything helps my channels grow. So you know what to do. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my future subscribers. Cash App is pinned in at the bottom of the ticker. All proceeds goes helps the channel out. So appreciate everybody who hits the Cash App. So most definitely continue to support, most definitely continue to show the love to the content. You see the title. Also, The link is pinned in the chat if you want to pull up. Hit the link. It's in the comment section. Read the directions if you want to pull up. Shit, we gonna get into it. You see the title. You see the title. Yep. Yep. Bryce Young is a bust. And Bryce Young, we trust. Trust the process. I told y'all, when y'all gonna listen to the Messiah of the Carolina Panthers, I just told y'all. Told y'all to just trust the process. And Bryce Young, we trust. Everything's gonna happen while y'all sitting over there with the fucking mad face, flip flopping, all this and that. Matter of fact, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Nah, fuck all that. Nah, fuck that. I told you. I told you this was gonna happen. You don't see me jumping for joy. You don't see me doing what other Panther content creators doing. No, I'm not doing that. I told you again. Let me reiterate again. In Bryce Young, we trust. Trust the process. I try to tell y'all, this was the part of the process. I continue to speak it, and it continues to come true. When are you going to learn? When you're going to listen to me? Just go ahead and bow down. Go ahead. Go ahead. Knew this day was coming. You think Dave Vanilla Strawberry Canales is just gonna lose his opportunity of being a head coach? This might be his only opportunity, and you think he's gonna let a little 5'10" quarterback bring him down? The head coach is taller than Bryce Young. Do you understand that? The day was coming, and it's here. They can't go back to Bryce. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because his team and his management ain't having that. I'm telling you right now. He's probably telling the Carolina Panthers, go ahead and look for a trade. Shop me around. Get me up out of here. Shit just ain't work. It just ain't working. It just ain't working. I don't give a damn if he go to another team and becomes the Bryce Young that everybody wanted him to be. I don't give a damn. Because if he was the processor that good as he said he was, this day wouldn't have came. Now, you think Andy Dalton go just come in and play one game and get that shit back to Bryce? No, Andy Dalton said he been waiting on this. He been praying. Let me read that what Andy Dalton said. Andy Dalton said he's been praying for this day. He knew how bad this shit was. Now your day is here, Andy. But listen, Andy, listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. I want Shador. So I don't give a damn what you do, but don't win no games. We want Shador Sanders. That's what it is. And that's where the buck is gonna stop at with Shador. If we can't have Shador, we rather wait another year and go get Arch Manning. Yeah, for sure. Bryce is a bust. He has been benched. Dave Canales got some kahunas. Dan Morgan got some kahunas. Even David Tepper got some kahunas because all of them was in it to make this day happen. Thank you, football gods. Finally, we're going to get rid of Bryce Young. And I told you how it was going to go. I told you how it was going to go. Bryce Young is going to do it himself. That's the key to getting Bryce up out of here. It has happened. He has cracked. He has no confidence. But let's break it down. Let's get into the content because it's a new day. But you flip flopping ass Carolina Panther content creators. I ain't talking about all of y'all. Some of you stand on business. But you know who you are. The ones who was Bryce lovers. had their butt cheeks spread wide open and letting Bryce do whatever they wanted to them. You know who you are. You know who you are. What you got to say now? I know what y'all saying. I know what you're saying. You're gonna talk where the algorithm at. You're gonna feed into the Bryce to the Bryce Young bashing. But remember, Bryce Young was digging all in your guts. And now you don't want to give Bryce none. You don't want to bend over for him no more. Now look at you. Now y'all on that Me Too movement. That's what y'all are. Y'all Me Too movies. Y'all not real sports analysts, journalists. Y'all Me Too's. That's what you is. Bunch of flippies. Bunch of floppers. Y'all on that Me Too movement right now. That's what y'all on. You on that Me Too movement with Bryce Young. Let's get into the content. Yes, David Tepper. Seen enough. He's seen enough. Nicole Tepper seen enough. And that's all you need. That is all you need to get the ball moving. Them two right there. Where we at? Let's get into the show. Where we at? Let's go. I want to go with this one. This first. Yeah, that's the short.
I think Adam's a great teammate, right? He's not going to kind of air the dirty laundry out there. And that's, partially what you have to do in this league and when you're going through tough times. I think two things can be true. I think they need to be better around Bryce Young, but he also has to play better, right? Like there were opportunities in that ball game yesterday. The interception we see right there, that's the ball he can't throw, right? So he's got to do a better job of understanding when to not make throws and then when to be aggressive and make some throws down the field. There were some crossing routes that they had. This right here on the move. Those are plays you have to make. And it really, it takes one or two or three of those type of plays to kind of get a little bit of momentum going for you. If you're the Panthers right now, you're looking for any kind of positives moving forward. And so, when you're the first overall pick, I was the third overall pick, there is an inherent pressure that comes with it. And regardless of the guys around you, you've got to make the plays that are available to you when they're there. And he just hasn't done that to start this season.
Change a little bit with Dalton at the helm, or is he going in to implement what you all have been trying to do?
Yeah, it's going to be our system. Coaches with Dan Brandt, so had to gather a lot of information through this morning and made that decision after looking at it that this is the best decision for our group, for our team going forward.
Dave, how difficult is it to evaluate a roster when you guys are not moving the ball down the field, not just on offense, but the entire product?
Yeah, there's a lot of factors. We want to play more football. A lot of factors that go into it, for this decision, and ultimately just kind of lands on my shoulders to be able to make the best decision for our group, to give us our best chance to win this week. And we focus on the weeks. We focus on the challenge at hand, and we feel like Andy gives us our best chance to meet the challenge.
Dave Tepper say in the past that he gets consulted on the big decisions. Mm-hmm. What was his role in this as you guys talked about? I
want to keep that private. What I would like to say, though, is this is something after I watched the film, I looked at it, had a thought, started working on talking to the guys that we make decisions with. Certainly a lot of parties involved there. And ultimately this comes on me, and my number one responsibility is to help the Panthers win. And so this move, I believe, puts us in the best chance to do that this week.
Dave, what were you seeing out of Bryce that wasn't working or that led you to this decision?
I don't want to get into the specifics of it. These are private conversations that we have, in our meetings, and the different things. It's a vulnerable state, and so I don't really want to get into too many of the specifics of it.
How much did David Tepper have a say in this? Did he talk to him before making the decision?
Again, I watched the film. I had a thought in mind. We all talked, and I had to make the best decision for the team.
Dave, you were brought here to be the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and part of your plan was to be the quarterback shepherd, essentially. How much of this fall, like you said, it falls on your shoulders, but how difficult of a decision was this for you and the start of your tenure here?
Yeah, I certainly take it personal, but this position that I'm in, this opportunity that I get is about building a culture, is about building a football team that plays with a certain play style, and that's my main focus. And above all is to help the Panthers win, and so that's what this decision was about.
Dave, when did you inform Bryce and what was his reaction?
I talked to the quarterbacks both. I talked to Bryce and I talked to Andy, and then from there I let the team know and kind of talked to each of the guys, as I knew I didn't want them to find out the wrong way. So we had a chance, to connect with everyone, and the conversations will be private.
Dave, obviously the franchise invested a lot to go up and get Bryce last year. Do you view this as something that could be permanent throughout the rest of the season, or just kind of a break and see where he's at later?
Right now we're focused on this week. We're focused on getting Andy ready to play the Raiders, and then we'll just take it like that. We'll attack the Raiders. We'll attack this week and get that mentality and the things that we're looking for. So,
Does Young still have the locker room?
Again, that's a loaded question right there. Our focus right now is just trying to make sure we fix the film from yesterday, and then getting ready for the Raiders.
Did you speak with your leadership council before making this decision as well?
I did not.
You mentioned this sort of being a sensitive topic, and how did those discussions go when you're talking about the number one pick and what this could mean to his confidence and his career?
Yeah, it's a lot of those factors. And again, I hate to sound like a broken record. I owe it to all of the guys, the coaches, the staff, the players, everybody involved to be really critical about what we put on film, about what I'm seeing, and to make sure that I'm constantly making the best decision for the team every week. And it happens to be the quarterback position, and so it's loaded that way, but it's every position, and it's all the guys. And I was able to stand in front of the team and challenge all the guys that we all have to step up our passion for what we're doing to play with the play style that we're looking for.
Just yesterday, you were adamant that Bryce was the guy. He was the starter. Yeah. Less than 24 hours later, how do you come to terms with mentally making that decision and then presenting it to him?
Yeah, it was rough, but I had to watch the film. And at the time that I spoke to you all, I hadn't watched the film, so I just went home. I watched the film. I gathered the information and made the best decision for the team, especially for the offense of what's going to put us in our best place to be successful this week.
Adam kind of had a little bit, after the sack by Bosa, Adam kind of had a moment on the sideline where he was pacing and kind of yelling, I guess. And he said that he went up and apologized to Bryce afterwards to let him know it wasn't about him. Deontay Johnson said that he wanted to uplift Bryce. When you see the veteran guys surround Bryce with that type of respect and, I guess, assurance, does that make the decision that much harder?
I expect the same support for Andy as we go into this week, for the guys to, be supportive, and every day just to approach it with that kind of energy.
Will Bryce be the number 2 this week?
Yes.
You'll be bringing another quarterback?
Not right now.
Do you plan on making any other adjustments to the roster?
Probably. I think it's every single week we're evaluating our roster. We're challenging all spots. We're looking to just be as competitive as possible. And that's the part that we owe, again, to everybody, is to really continue to evaluate who we have out there and who can help us.
Does the overall offensive scheme change a little bit with Dalton at the helm?
Kudos to Dave Canales. And I ain't gonna call you vanilla strawberry on this one. Even though we know you like your strawberry swirls, and we know you like your strawberry dipped in vanilla. But kudos to Dave Canales for having the balls, finally stepping up to the plate. That's what David Knight Tepper liked. That's the reason why he approved the benching of Bryce Young. He's seen enough. Listen, the guy is 2-16, 18 starts. And when you put the film on, the film doesn't lie. Bryce Young can get mad, stomp around. He can holler for a trade. So fucking what? Here's the PSA announcement. Anybody, well, matter of fact, any NFL team, you think you can revive Bryce? Throw a couple draft picks out there. It could be a third or a fourth. It doesn't matter. We'll take a fifth. Get rid of his ass. You can have him. You can have him. He's trash. The bottom line to it. And I commend Dave Canales for stepping up to the plate, because I'm telling you now, Dave Canales' job was on the line. He knew his job was on the line. He knew this. When he had that talk with David Tepper last week after that New Orleans loss, he knew what the fuck was up. He knew what was up. And David Tepper told you, I don't give a fuck. I fire you just like I fire the rest of them. He knew what was up. He had to make that tough decision. David Tepper been done with Bryce Young since last season, but he had to have the head coach that had the balls to make the decision. I don't give a damn about Bryce Young being upset, being mad. He should be mad at his motherfucking self. He better be lucky. He's the backup. He could be demoted to the third, to the practice squad. Stop fucking playing. Let's get back. Let's get back to the press conference. Let's get back to Dave Canales stepping up to the plate. Stepping up to the plate. You cannot have a quarterback like Bryce Young out there when you don't even know what your offense is going to look like. This is 2 games, and Dave Canales don't even know what his fucking offense even looks like because of Bryce Young. But let's get back to the content.
Change a little bit with Dalton at the helm, or is he going in to implement what y'all been trying to do?
Yeah, it's going to be our system. Yep.
Understanding you don't want to get too deep into the weeds on the decision, but was there something kind of an overriding factor, even the nature in which you guys lost the first 2 games? Was there something really that drove this more than any other factor?
I'm not going to get into specifics of it, Joe. I just, after watching it and taking all the information, and we feel like Andy gives us our best chance to win.
Is 2 weeks a large enough sample size to make this type of decision?
Honestly, the focus right now for me is to make sure we're getting Andy ready to go. So I don't want to get into the whole amount of time and all that.
Did you take this job in part because of the opportunity to work with Bryce, and you know, what does it mean that now 2 weeks into it, that's not going to be a thing?
I took this job because it's a dream. It's a dream to be able to lead men, to face these kind of challenges, to make the decisions that give us our best chance to win. And so that's the heart and soul of this thing, you know. So, and I'm still there pushing. I'm going to compete every single day just to continue to help our team take the next step.
How do you look at this? I mean, is it a Bryce failure? You think it's a failure on your part? How do you look at this?
I just have to gather information, and I have to be very objective about what I'm looking at and where we can go as a team. And so we feel like Andy gives us our best chance going forward.
I know you don't want to get into the conversation with Brant and Dan, but how empowered did you feel to make this decision with the people that you made those decisions with?
This was my decision. This is our football team. This is trying to win on a weekly basis. And while it's my decision, I gather information from the people that are critical to making these kind of decisions. But this is something that I felt like gives us our chance to take a step forward in our play style and to be able to compete this week against a really good Raiders team.
Was it a hard decision for you to make?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Every roster move we've made has been a really difficult decision, but it comes with a lot of thought, a lot of conversations, and a lot of film study. It always comes back to the football. And so that's how the decision was made.
There's a hope that, you know, maybe Bryce, you know, sits back, watches, and learns, and then it pays off down the road just from learning. I know you said last week that there's nothing like game experience. but in some ways, maybe is it better for him to take a step back and reassess and watch from and maybe learn that way.
I certainly hope he just shows up every day, works hard, focuses on his job, and continues to push himself.
Is this a weekly decision you're going to have to make, or is Andy the starter just moving forward?
I don't want to get into timelines. I just know Andy gives us our best chance to win right now.
Did you say that?
His resume speaks for itself. You know, he's an experienced player. He's got a lot of football in his history. So I'm excited for Andy with this opportunity, and I believe he gives us our best chance to win this week.
Is he healthy? I know he had some stuff in preseason.
Andy Dalton's our quarterback right now, so going into this week, we feel great about him.
How do you think the offensive line has performed over the past 2 weeks when you watch that tape and you gather that information?
Yeah, I thought that we had growth in a lot of areas, offensive line from 1 week to the next, you know, just handling the protections, moving the line of scrimmage. I thought we established a new line of scrimmage. We had some great runs in the game, 65% run efficiency on the day, which was fantastic. We saw, 8 3rd and 5 or less. That's playing on schedule. That's a place where we got to be able to take advantage of. And the offensive line is a huge part of that, so saw the guys working together. They got a bunch they got to clean up. As we still become our scheme and our concepts, there's still a lot of growth there, but definitely see the potential and the power inside.
As you go into practice, obviously focusing on Andy as the starter, how do you make sure Bryce doesn't get kind of thrown to the wayside in practice and lost in the weeds?
Yeah, Andy's going to get the pertinent reps for our practices. He's going to be in there with the first group. We're going to ask him to step in the huddle and continue to push the ball forward as we grow into the offense I think we can become.
How can Bryce? A couple more. How can Bryce respond in the best possible way to these circumstances?
Yeah, just the standard of NFL football is show up, work hard, be focused, be engaged, do your job, give everything you have every day, pursuing your best and growing.
Coach, 2 early calls went against the Panthers. Do you have any comment on Horn's forced fumble and Johnson's fair catch interference?
The officials are great. They came over to the sideline, kind of explained what they saw, explained the situation, explained that there was, turnover plays get reviewed and all that. So it's like they had a lot of information. It was a fantastic crew of guys just coming over and kind of letting me know what was happening.
Clarify, you told the quarterbacks this morning, Dave.
Yes.
Dave, any injuries we should know about coming on Sunday?
Shy had a foot deal. Do I speak specifically about it? No. So he's got a foot injury that we're evaluating right now, and then nothing else really that came up significant.
That Bryce.
That's the last one.
What was that?
What's Andy bring that Bryce didn't?
I don't want to get into specifics of comparison. I just know Andy gives us our best chance to win this week. So we're going with Andy, and he'll get the lion's share of it, and I'm looking for great things from him.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Well, you heard it. Dave Canales is done. He is done with Bryce Young. He is done with Bryce Young. And you can read between the lines the way he was talking. He's done with Bryce Young. As long as he's a head coach here, Bryce Young will not be the quarterback. He is frustrated with Bryce Young. He cannot run his offense. He can't run his offense. He can't push. Dave Canales wants to push the ball down the field. He wants big plays. And he can't do it with Bryce Young. That's the reason why his play calling was all intermediate passes from 10 yards or less. He couldn't even throw the ball. He wasn't calling plays downfield because Bryce Young ain't got it. He's 5'10", jumping over. That shit frustrated Dave Canales. He basically saying Bryce Young is done. You might just go ahead and trade him. I don't know why Joe Person, Scott Fowler, and David Newton just think Andy Dalton just gonna play 1 week and then next week that was just a lesson. That was just a punishment. Bryce gonna go back and be the starter. Nope. Dave Canales ain't having that shit. And the players ain't having it either. They done had talks with Dave Canales. Motherfuckers trying to get paid. And they can't get paid, a la Deontay Johnson, if Bryce Young is still there being the quarterback. Bryce Young has lost the job. And listen, Bryce Young will not be the starter in Carolina Panthers. No more. It's Andy Dalton's team. Yep, it's a wrap. Bryce Young era is over. It's over, guys. It's over. Bryce Young fans, I know y'all hot. I know y'all mad as hell. I know y'all mad. They never gave him a chance. They gave, man, when they put that, listen, Bryce Young knows too, but when he cut that film on, he don't even watch it. He don't even watch himself. He just lost all confidence. Running around on the sideline trying to talk to people. Man, ain't nobody fooling with you. Bryce Young got $40 million. He all right. He's straight. He rich as fuck. He is now officially a backup. Oh my goodness, boy. That's a huge ego shot, man. Knowing you was getting all the reps in all season OTAs. Bryce already talking about preseason is vanilla. Dave Canales said, bro, I told y'all Bryce Young is a practice player. That what frustrated Dave Canales because Dave Canales like, shit, he was doing all this in practice, straighten the defense. Joint team practice with the Jets, straighten the Jets. Then you get in it, looking marvelous in that Buffalo game in preseason against the backups. And then you get in regular season against the I bet that just pissed Dave Canales off. Just Dave Canales used to rave about Bryce. Yep, all about practice. Yep, some quarterbacks are good at practice, and that's as far as it goes. But let's break Bryce down some more. Let's break him down some more. Let's get into the deep dive into the film of Brycey.
All right. News out of Carolina is that Bryce Young is getting benched. Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator, and Jim Harbaugh did a great job of neutralizing him. Look, he's 2-16 as a starter. That screams out, look, I haven't got the job done. I'm not saying he's in the best position. I'm not saying he has the best receivers to be able to do it. At the end of the day, though, ball coach by the name of Andy Reid used to tell me, film, don't lie. You have to put good film on tape. If you don't, you're going to lose your job. And I'm not sure if this is going to be for the whole season or not, but what I did want to do is hop on here quickly and just show you a couple reasons why our guy isn't playing really well. The first thing that hops out at me, and I want you to watch it through, I'm not going to talk about it every single snap, but the pocket presence. The pocket presence isn't there. He's a little bit scared in the pocket. I hate to say that. I don't like talking bad about different quarterbacks, but this is a coverage that the Chargers played against him. It's cover 2 to this side, and it's a quarter safety right here that cheats to the 3 receiver side. All right, so the only thing that's going to be open all game long is this back and this tight end, and you got to have somebody really good at this back and tight end to win, okay? He saw this. I will say this is the third play of the game. He saw it. This was drawn up by Dave Canales, the head coach. At the end of the day, though, like, let's just watch this play. Good throw. Okay, good catch. What they're running right here is they're running a stick route. Okay, they're running this like post middle read route, and they're running a go route. There's a few times out here in this game that I'm going to show you that he could have taken this. But at the end of the day, when you have 5 guys coming over to guard 3, this is your one-on-one matchup. He took it, thought this was a good drop. Okay, I don't know why he is, watch his footwork. I don't know why he's looking over here, all right? He knows he needs to be watching this safety. As soon as the safety goes this way, then he needs to go back there. It seems like the footwork was a little bit off this game. All right. Not a bad throw. Let's see it from this view. the back view, but I just want you to watch. We'll show the back views on all these. It's just the footwork, the timing. It just doesn't seem right. It seems like he's not playing with a lot of confidence at all. You got Adam Thielen right there. All right, this should work. You know, number 7's guarding you 82. All right, you're just reading this safety's eyes. But I want you to watch where his feet are or where his eyes are when I pause the snap. All right, he's checking it, understanding what to do. His eyes are this way. Okay, his eyes should be right on this safety. Depending on what this safety does depends on the read. Okay, if this safety stays there, he needs to throw this. His eyes are not in the right position. These are the type of things that quarterback coaches and Dave Canales probably saw out of him. Okay, he gets back to his second read. I like it. Okay, he's lucky that this safety went. If not, he would have thrown an interception. I'm going to show you that interception here in a second. All right, but a good ball. Like that wasn't a bad play. 7 was good. His footwork though, like you're holding it. You need to be a big 3. Okay, settle and then a hitch up to go. Okay, big 3. Hold your eyes here. If he's not open, throw this is exactly what he did, but the footwork just seems a little off. See how he's tapping his toes a lot? Let's see if I can go back a little bit more. Watch how he's tapping his feet a lot, okay? Not the best footwork of the class, all right? Chargers got out to a early lead and never looked back in this game. All right, you get this man zone read, you're motioning over, all right? So let's see it from a quarterback's perspective. In my mind, it is man, man, man. It is all day man, probably not 2-man, probably what we call 11 robber or 11 thief. All right, he has him. Let's just see what ends up happening right here. All right, so now you got definitely safety. It's man. Now you're thinking one dog. Okay, one dog is a linebacker blitz. They're bringing it after you. They're playing man to man. Let's see what we can get to. Okay, not a lot because this is, first of all, it's poor protection. Second of all, watch his footwork. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He just drops back. Like you can't do that. All right, right here, all you're running is this little escape route. Good job covering this corner. And then you have this through route. And then you have this like juke route. All right, so it's 1 to 2. If it's man, you should start here. You got to go win. A lot of times his guys aren't winning. All right, but watch his footwork, okay? You got to be able to trust your running back to go and set up and block, all right? Running back loses. Right tackle loses. Okay, good job actually here. Running back, awful job. So not getting a lot of help on these first 2 plays. Awful job right there. Great job getting out of the pocket. Does a great job, all right? If nothing is there, throw it away. Or run for it. Just run for the first down. It's 3rd and 5. Look, the ball is here. He's probably not going to get it. Don't take a sack like this. Watch him. He's trying to throw it. Everyone's covered in man-to-man. You're too small to be taking hits like this. Most guys would just run it. Okay, at least try to get to the 35 for field goal range or just throw it away because you're going to be on the 35-yard line. That's points off. This would be a 52-yard field goal from the 35-yard line, and instead you're trying to be too much with the football. This takes points off the board. It would have been 6-3, okay, after the 6th play of the game, 7th play of the game, and now, you know, you don't feel comfortable, but at least there's some type of resemblance of what you're doing. Okay, if he's able to get in the pocket, which he's not, he's throwing that one. At the end of the day, though, the ball is on the 35, 36-yard line. Now you are completely out of field goal range at the 45. You take a horrible 10-yard sack. This can't happen. It's just football one-on-one like this. Let's watch his feet. Okay, 25 pressure. Horrible job by this running back. It's not for the lack of effort. Okay, he knows it's man, so he knows he should go to this escape, to this through, to this little juke route by Adam Thielen. Let's see if he gets to it. All right. Eyes are everywhere. That's another thing. Your eyes shouldn't be doing this. Like, look, I'm being nitpicky because I have to, because he got benched. He's 2-16. He's the number 1 overall pick. Just watch his eyes right here. Left, right. Like, you should know at this point in the film, it is man-to-man. Go to your man beater, play confident. All right, doesn't help, right? Whiff right there. Great job by Bryce getting out of this right here. At this point right here, play's over. Just run or throw it away. You have points. Okay, he's trying to make plays happen. He's pressing. That's what happens. Can't do that and get a sack out of field goal range. Honestly, too, another thing that stood out to me about Bryce Young, let's play through it, is the body language. Like after the sack, after he's throwing a bad play, like that can't play into it as well. When you do this, like you're upset, I get it. Throwing the ball to the ref. I get it. You're pissed off. Like at the end of the day, look right there. Did you see that? Like crazy. You can't do that right there. All right. Next play. All right. 3rd and 4. All right. Stay with me on this one. This is wild a little bit to me. 4-by-1 right here. All right. Looks like cover 0. It's not. He's throwing this as if it's cover 0. So let me explain something to you. 4-by-1. He didn't use cadence right here. There's no use of cadence at all. All right. So cadence, what that does is say, hey, it'll maybe get these guys to go back. They're bluffing. All right. There's a nickel right there. Okay. Linebacker. All they're doing is they're rushing these first 4. Okay. All they're doing, they're playing cover 2. It's pretty simple. I want to see not go quick count. I want to see you go up there. I want to see you use cadence to get these guys out of there. And I guarantee you there's a different play call. They'd probably shack the back in the backfield, which means bring them back in, and they'd be in 1-by-3, and they'd have a cover 2 beater. That's what good coaches would do. That's what good quarterbacks would do. I'm not saying Canales is a bad coach. I'm just saying there has to be a plan. They started with a cover 0 beater because the Chargers and Jesse Minter had started showing some cover 0 on film the first week. Okay, that's great, but you got to use cadence. All right, you got to block. I understand. At the end of the day, get to a cover 2 beater. You have to allow yourself to get to a play that will work. This is just unacceptable. Okay, look, I understand they're probably going on a fast snap. Use the cadence. That will do everything. You don't want to be stuck in a horrible play on 3rd and 4 when you don't have enough time to get the ball moving. All right, use your cadence. He just throws it out. All right, news out of Carolina is that Bryce Young is getting benched. Just small things add up over time. You're not blocking. The quarterback's playing bad. Like it's a tough season. Okay, you got to worry about that locker room too. Hopefully Andy Dalton can come in and win some games. All right, next play right here, 2-by-2 formation. Sorry, 3-by-2 formation. It's empty. All right, I like the bunch alignment. All right, everyone's tight. Let's see what we're getting to. 1, 2, 3. All right, it's 3rd and 7. Like we're not even allowing the play to develop. So here it is. All right, you have a flat route, you have a hitch route, and you have a corner route. You also have a chip, sit, and a dagger route right here. Read it out. Okay, you can't just throw what should be open right there as number 1. All right, look at all these other guys that are going to be open. There's no pressure in you. He's feeling the pressure. He has to. Okay, this looks open, but on 3rd and 7, you have to let the ball go beyond the sticks. Okay, this dude is open right there, at least throw and catch. The flat route, no. This dude is coming open as well. Okay, look at this. Just get back to the second progression. You're protected. This is probably the worst coverage the Chargers could run. You're rushing 5 and you're playing zone. Okay, so you only have 3 defenders on 3 and you have 2 on 2, but you're playing zone. I'm telling you, this flat route, throw this hitch, the corner's out of there, or throw the it's just, do you guys see what I'm seeing? Or am I going too fast? Let me show it one more time, all right? So it's a flat route, it's a hitch, it's a corner. It's a wrap route. Read it through. This is an alert. You rarely throw that. Okay, when you have pressure and it's 5 down linemen, you know that the middle of the field, at least you should know the middle of the field, is going to be wide open. All right, can't throw that on 3rd and 7 and get 2 yards. Like that's a receiver and a quarterback's worst nightmare. All right, you're looking at it. Doesn't he look rushed? Back there, watch him. He just looks rushed. Maybe he's not trusting the protection. Would love for him to just move on through the reads. Zone pressure, okay, when they're rushing 5, the middle of the field is wide open. You got to be able to get through it. Okay, this guy's open. He's at 5 yards. At least he maybe falls forward. Just get the ball out of your hands. You don't have to hold it, but when you throw it to the flat, you're not even letting the entire play progress. Next play right here, moving empty. That's another thing too. Why are you in empty so much with a non-confident quarterback? I know I'm being harsh, but I mean, 2 and 16 says it all. Interception right here. Oh gosh. All right, let's see the play. All right, so it looks to me like a hitch, a bender route, a stick, and another bender route. All right, so this play normally is not great versus quarters. All right, first of all, don't want to see the receiver go out to the numbers. I want you to see you run through this outside shoulder, this defender, and you got to bend it in there tight. All right, this is tough versus quarters. Usually we're told not to throw this versus quarters because there's nothing holding this safety. There's no threat over top. There's no post or anything. So this quarter safety, as soon as he sees a receiver break, he can break, which leads to it happening. There's a difference between pushing the ball down the field and just being smart. Like if I'm quarters and it's 1st and 10, and look, you got the right look, there might be a miscommunication right there. Just throw this hitch, right? Like this is a play for cover 2 right here. They're playing like quarters mini. They call it 4 mini to this side, all right? And they're playing quarters over here. Just take the hitch. We'll see the back view of it. And 5, look, it's not all Bryce's fault. Like 5's got to get in there too, okay? You got to wrap this backer. I like that you're getting to empty right here. At the end of the day, though, like it's on you as a quarterback to make the right decision, okay? Just got to come flat. You got to come flatter. Just take the hitch. Okay, that's not even close. Like, really good feel by this backer. He feels it. He feels nothing from the outside coming in. Usually what we've done in the past, we've run this like outside in route. So you just have to read this instead of a hitch. If that's a better concept, outside hitch and a post like that, and you're just reading this hook curl defender. Threw it right to 32 though. It's a rough one. All right, 20-0. Second quarter, minute 25 left, 2-minute drive. 1-by-3 formation. We're not even letting the play develop. Right? Like, this is what we're seeing. He's not letting the play develop. Watch his drop. It's always like a walk back. All right? I don't get it. Look, there's no pressure right there. There's nothing at all in his face. And this is the same coverage I was talking about, right? It's cover 2, your half field safety over here, and you get this quarters cheat right here. It's one-on-one right here. Just take it all day long. Don't do this and check the ball down. It's one-on-one with a fast receiver. You got to take that. Okay, you end up checking it down right there, not getting any yards. Do you guys see what I'm seeing time and time again? It seems to me like he's having a hard time understanding like where to go with the football. And this look, this is what they played all game long. All right, understand you're trying to get the back out, but when it's halves to this side, all right, it's zone. It's true zone. So they're trying to get 4 to a side. Look the safety off, take 3, 1 hitch, and throw this go ball. Okay, it's one-on-one. I wouldn't mind that. If that gets intercepted, I wouldn't mind that. What I do mind is you just consistently checking the ball down. 20-0, all right, let's go 3-by-1. Formation, we got 2 more plays here. All right, here's what irks me. Watch this play. Clearly it's cover 0. Cover 0, no deep, and I'll show you why it's clearly cover 0, all right? So he's working through it. He's understanding, hey, checking to a play. We're going to throw an out route versus cover 0 when we're not hot. Why do I say that? Okay, there's a tight end right there. There's 5 blockers. That makes 7 blockers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are not hot. You're going to be hot off this guy. Let the play roll. Do something deep across the field. Make them pay. This is the worst cover 0 they could possibly have because they're protected. You should have every single one protected. You have time to let the ball go. Instead, they run bubble and an out route. Any good defense in their right mind is going to sit on this because they know it's 0. They know the ball has got to come out. Throw a post. Throw a slant. Throw anything. Be more aggressive. This is just a low probability throw. You're not hot. Are we understanding this? I don't think he understands protection scheme as well as he probably should. And look, I feel for the guy. I'm not trying to be hard on him. What I am trying to do is just show you what the film says and what Dave Canales is saying this morning when he benched Bryce Young. All right, so you bring him over. No, you see him move over. It's 0. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's another guy out there. 7. Okay, you got 7 blockers, man. Block it up. Take a shot down the field. Do something with it. All right, a lot of protection. I like that they're talking about it. All right, the back has everyone else. It's perfect. You're not hot. That's a good pocket. And I understand they probably practiced it all week. You probably were hot. Okay, the only person you're hot off of in this protection scheme is this guy right here. All right, just wasting a play. All right, next play, last play. 23-3, misses a big play right here. I want you to watch Adam Thielen in the slot. Okay, it's man-to-man. Oh, man. All goes special, okay? Hitch, like a deeper sit. You have this special seam route, which is 18 to 22 yards, okay, on the other side of the hash. And you have this, and then they're doing it with the hitch. I sort of like it. So it's a 3-by-1 version. This should be number 1 in every single read versus man-to-man, specifically if this safety comes down and tries to pass it and they mess it up. Don't know where Bryce's eyes are. These are the 8 plays that Dave Canales is seeing. These are open plays. There's stuff open on these plays, and it's just Bryce Young not trusting it and then doing a sack right there. Look, at the end of the day, I wish the best for this guy, but Andy Dalton's going to be starting. Like, you got to show me something else. And this is what happens. Like, you can't see it. He's open, right? His eyes shouldn't be there. It's man-to-man. The safeties, this guy's trying to pass it to the safety. It's wide open. Look, I hope this isn't the end of the road for Bryce, but it doesn't look good right now.
I think Adam's a great teammate, right? He's not going to kind of air the dirty laundry out there. And that's, partially what you have to do in this league and when you're going through tough times. I think 2 things can be true. I think they need to be better around Bryce Young, but he also has to play better, right? Like there were opportunities in that ball game yesterday. The interception we see right there, that's a ball he can't throw, right? So he's got to do a better job of understanding when to not make throws and then when to be aggressive and make some throws down the field. There were some crossing routes that they had. This right here on the move. Those are plays you have to make. And it really, it takes 1 or 2 or 3 of those type of plays to kind of get a little bit of momentum going for you. If you're the Panthers right now, you're looking for any kind of positives moving forward. And so, when you're the first overall pick, I was the 3rd overall pick, there is an inherent pressure that comes with it. And regardless of the guys around you, you've got to make the plays that are available to you when they're there. And he just hasn't done that to start this season.
Yeah, buddy. Yep. Yeah. It's a wrap for Bryce. It's a wrap. Can we all say it's a wrap for Bryce? It's a wrap. We needed this. And stick with Andy Dalton. Do not go to Jack in the Box Plumber. Don't listen to these fickle ass Carolina Panther fans. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Listen. Continue just to tank. Just tank. Don't win. Listen, because the Chicago Bears own our 2nd pick. So just tank and just go get Shador. That's all we gotta do. Put Bryce on. Matter of fact, just go on there flat out and just say Bryce Young is up for trade. Just go ahead. Go ahead. Do the honors for me. This is watching Bryce Young play quarterback is like watching Cody Rhodes wrestle. I can't take it. Thank you, Dave Canales. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now continue to lose so we can get Shador. Bryce Young is done. They can now basically say, I don't want to see Bryce no more. Bryce Young can't get on the center. Bryce can't do shit for me. Can't even run my fucking offense. I'm done with Bryce. So let me give you a last little bit of memories of our former starting quarterback, Bryce Young. Roll the footage.
I have a good one too. Feather by Sabrina Carpenter. Yes.
Yep. That's why you're not the quarterback, buddy. Yes. Yeah. Let's continue.
One Caniac extra crispy fries. Can you hand the orders too? Really?
Yeah.
You said one Caniac combo with extra fries, with unsweet tea and extra cane sauce. Anything?
The boy's a processor. That's a generational talent in fast food. He's a generational talent now. He's a processor. Let's go back one more time to the processor.
One Caniac extra crispy fries. Can you hand the orders too? Really?
Yeah.
You said one Caniac combo with extra fries, with unsweet tea and extra cane sauce. Anything?
That's one hell of a processor. That is one hell of a processor.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Y'all heard him. I don't think y'all really heard him. Let me hear it again. Let me get y'all back. So give you some of this memory lane.
Great power comes great responsibility.
That's the last time he tasted a win. That may be his first and last time that he tasted victory in the NFL. Let's roll the footage again. Go bury the Bryce Young jerseys. He should have never been the captain. He never earned it with that play on the field. It's over, Bryce. There's nothing you can do about it because David and Nikki Nicole Tepper approved this. Once they approved this and gave Dave Canales the stamp of approval, oh my goodness. He benched Bryce so fucking fast. It was nothing to think about. And he is not bringing Bryce back as a starter. Nope. Dave Canales is done with him. Yes. In Bryce Young, we trust. He is the bust. He's one of the biggest busts of all times. There you go, Nick Saban. That's your boy. Tune in for more breaking news. They hits the waves, whatever comes with Bryce Young, whatever it is. Make sure you tap in. I will be tapping in tomorrow with more content of Bryce Young. Oh, it ain't over. We just getting started. All gas, no brakes over here. I am your favorite Carolina Panther podcaster. I am the #1 Carolina Panther troller on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, comment to my second YouTube channel, S.L.R. Sports News TV. It is over. It is over. It is over. Bryce Young with the Carolina Panthers is over. Yes, my plan worked beautifully. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Uh-huh. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Tune in tomorrow. I'm out. Carolina Panthers keep pounding.